finish this. I'm giving just 30-second time to people. Okay, again I'm repeating for last time. So what to do for circular convolution, linear convolution using circular convolution? First make the length of both sequences x1 and x2 equals to length of linear convolution. Okay, just we did like this because the length of linear convolution is 4. So I made length of sequence x1 x2 equals to 4 by appending required number of zeros. After that just perform circular convolution between two sequences. Okay, so this is a step for linear convolution using circular. I hope you all people completed. Okay, it's a very small problem. Then we go to the next property. Property is, I'll write convolution property or circular convolution property better, because you are dealing with the DFT. This is circular convolution property. Okay, circular convolution property. Same if x1n DFT, just I am using D for DFT, is x1k, x2n DFT is x2k, then discrete Fourier transform of x1n circular convolution of x2n equals to x1k multiply x2k. Okay, proof is very simple. You all people know. Yes sir. So discrete Fourier transform of x1n circular convolution of x2n equals to summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x1n circular convolution of x2n e to power minus a 2 pi nk by n, that is equals to summation of n 0 to n minus 1. Then use the formula of circular convolution, summation of L 0 to n minus 1 x1L x2 n minus L modulo n. This is the formula for circular convolution, e to power minus j 2 pi nk by n, that is equals to a simple exchanging of summation L equals to 0 to n minus 1 x1L, just I am multiplying e to power minus j 2 pi lk by n, and to cancel this again I will multiply e to power plus j 2 pi lk by n, but like this just arrangement summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x2 of n minus L modulo n. Now what I will do, I multiply e to power plus j 2 pi lk by n here, yes and not, at the end, and then I will take common like this, e to power minus j 2 pi n minus L k by n. Okay, now see, if you open this e to power minus, this is minus e to power plus j 2 pi lk by n, and this is e to power minus j 2 pi lk by n, this will cancel each other. Okay, just one arrangement to do the proof. Now no doubt the first term is your x1k, and your second term, if you take n minus L equals to some m integer value, then it is your x2k. Okay, it's proved. Simple proof. Clear? So this is important property. If DFT of one sequence x1n equals to x1k, another sequence x2n equals to x2k, then DFT of its circular convolution equals to multiplication of individual DFT of the sequence. Okay, clear? Again I am giving 30-second time to people, just write the proof. See, if the exam is online, again I am repeating, these proofs are not necessary, but offline means these all proofs are very important. Okay, just I am giving 30-second time. If people finish, then we'll go to the next property. Okay, 1 minute over. Now we'll go to the next property. Before that, one small problem. Okay, let x1k, that is DFT of x1n equals to 1, 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j, and x2k equals to DFT of x2n equals to 0, 1 plus j, 1, 1 minus j. Then find DFT of x1n circular convolution of x2n. This is the simplest problem. Simply all people know what? This is x1k multiplication of x2k. Now multiply this two sequence. Okay, so multiplication is very simple. 1 multiply 0, it is 0. 1 minus j multiply 1 plus j, it is 2. Yes or not? Because 1 square minus j square is minus 1. 0 multiply 1, again it is 0. 1 plus j multiply 1 minus j, again it is 2. So your answer is 0 to 0 2. This is your DFT of x1n circular convolution of x2n. If x1n circular convolution of x2n equals to x of n, then this is your x of k. Okay, clear? Now again I am giving 30 seconds. It's a very simple problem. Finish it, then we'll go to the next property. When I am writing, meanwhile you people also write it so that it will save your time. Again, if you have any query, just unmute yourself and speak. If you are not asking, means I am thinking you people are understanding everything. Okay, 30 seconds over, more than 30 seconds over actually. Now next property, write multiplication property. Multiplication property. Same thing, if x1n DFT is x1k, x2n DFT is x2k, then DFT of x1n multiply x2n equals to 1 by n x1k circular convolution of x2k. Same way you people will do the proof. Just you try by yourself. What to do? Simple replace x1n by its inverse discrete Fourier transform. Okay, and do it. Get it? I did in discrete Fourier series again. Number of time we did it. So this is homework. You people try. It's very easy. Hint I am giving. The hint is simple. What? Put x1n equals to 1 by n summation of L 0 to n minus 1 x1L e to power j 2 pi lk, sorry, NL, 2 pi NL by n. Okay, simple. First write the formula. After that replace x by its inverse form. Just rearrange the summation. Automatically you will get this answer. Okay, you try it. This is the hint. You try it. If not, again I will do in the next class. But you try. It's very, very simple. Okay, this is the hint. Use it. Okay, now using this, we can do one problem. You also don't write in a notebook like hint. Okay, you please try it. When I will check your class note, you must have this proof with you, not like what I written hint. Okay. Now one simple problem I am giving, same thing. Let x1k equals to you take 1, 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j, and let x2k equals to 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. Now, question is find DFT of x1n multiply x2n. This is the question. So what is the formula? Formula is according to the property x1k circular convolution of x2k. Same process. I will write 1, 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j, same process. Then again last will go top 1 plus j, 1, 1 minus j, 0, last will go top 0, 1 plus j, 1, 1 minus j, again last will go top 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j, 1. Okay. So this is the matrix used for circular convolution, and x2k is as usual 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. So simple do the matrix multiplication. What will get? First and third, na simple add first and third. 1 plus 0, 1, 1 minus j, 1 plus j, 2. This is 0 plus 1, 1. Again 1 plus j, 1 minus j, 2. So this is your, but this is not answer, yes or not, because 1 by n term is there. Okay. Multiply 1 by 4. Okay. Don't be confused. Multiply 1 by 4 because according to formula x1k circular convolution of x2k divided by capital N, or divided by 4. So what is the answer we will get finally? It is a 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 1 by 4. Again it is a 2 by 4. Okay. That is your 1 by 4 means 0.25, 1 by 2 means 0.5, 0.25. Again it is a 0.5. So this is your answer. Clear all of you? Yes or not? Section A and B. Okay. Again I am giving 1 minute time. It's very simple. See, there is no point to miss any doubts. Very simple thing. Again I am giving 1 minute time. You people finish this write up, then you go to the next property. Complete? Yes or not? Okay, it's 1 minute over. I hope it's very simple. See, even if people not required to write by seeing this whiteboard, you can do. It's very simple. These are all things you people know already. I explained. Okay, so this is your multiplication property. Now come to the last property of DFT. That is your Parseval's theorem. That is very important. Parseval's theorem. Okay. Same if x1n DFT x1k x2n DFT x2k, then summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x1n multiply x2 conjugate n equals to 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x1k multiply x2 conjugate k. This is the Parseval's theorem. And what is the special case? Special case is if x1n equals to x to n equals to x of n. This is a special case. Then what will happen? Then the Parseval's theorem is summation of n 0 to n minus 1. Now this both are same. X of n multiply x conjugate n equals to 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1. Since both sequences are same, I can write this is x of k x conjugate k, that is summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n mod square equals to 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x of k mod square. Okay, so this is your Parseval's theorem. Now you try to do the proof. Proof also very simple. First write, finish this write up. Again I am giving you people 30-second time. Okay, 1 minute time, not 30 seconds, 1 minute. First write this property, then we'll go for the proof. Do it. Okay, then we'll go for the proof. See, proof is very simple. Take left hand side, that is summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x1 n multiply x2 conjugate n, that is summation of n 0 to n minus 1. Now use IDFT formula 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x1 k e to power j 2 pi n k by n. Simple. I use IDFT formula for x1 n. Okay, x2 conjugate n as usual, that is equals to just this 1 by n and this summation part take or simple interchange of summation. You will get 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x1 k, then what left? Summation of n 0 to n minus 1 your x2 conjugate n. Okay, and that term is e to power j 2 pi n k by n. How I can write 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x1 k, then I can write like this summation of n 0 to n minus 1. My intention is to take this conjugate completely outside, then it is x2 n e to power minus j 2 pi n k by n, then this complete conjugate I taken outside. Okay, so that is equals to 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x1 k, and what about this part? This inside part is your x2 k and the conjugate, then it is your x2 conjugate k. Okay, proved. Now same we can do for the by both sequence x1 n equals to x2 n equals to x of n, then automatic what will happen? This x of k multiply x conjugate k, you will get xk squared. Okay, same way you can do the proof. So similarly or on same way you can do this proof summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n mod square equals to 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x of k mod square. Okay, it's very simple, same way. Yes or not? Here instead of x1 and x2n, simple you take simple x of n multiply x conjugate n. Then instead of x1 k, simple you write x of k. Yes or not? Simple. Instead of x1 k, you write x of k. Instead of x2 conjugate, you simple write x conjugate n. Okay. Then this is simple x of k. Getting or not? Simple x of k. Okay. Here also instead of x2 conjugate n, simple write x conjugate n. Then this all will same. This x, this only x. Okay. Then what will happen? Automatic. Instead of x2k, this becomes simple x of k. Yes or not? So this x1k means simple x of k. This is also simple x conjugate k. So we will get x of k magnitude square. Clear? So this is simple. Huh? Just how to do I am saying. You can try it. No problem. Okay. Now again I am giving 1 minute time to you people. Finish this prove, write up, and also you do this also. Okay. This I did already, and you do also this. Okay, complete. Yes, completed all of you. I require more time. Okay, 30 seconds you take more. Now completed all of you? Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, just I am giving one question. Let x of n equals to your 1 0 1 0, then verify Parseval's theorem. Or sometimes how they will ask question, if x of n is this, then find like this, find the value of summation of k 0 to 3 x of k mod square. Okay, like this they will ask. Clear? The first question is a verify Parseval's theorem. This is a homework question for you people. If x of n equals to 1 0 1 0, then verify Parseval's theorem. This is your homework for you people. You have to do. Means what to do? Simple find x of k, then verify left hand side equals to right hand side. Okay. Now this is our question. If x of n equals to 1 0 1 0, then find the value of k 0 to 3 x of k square. How to do? Or what is the value? Anyone? Just use Parseval's theorem and tell me the answer. What is the answer? Anyone? Now also not did. What is the answer now? Almost I written everything. Huh? What happened? This capital N equals to 4. See, this type of question if you are unable to do, then how will solve in exam? N equals to 4. Then summation of 0 to n minus 1 x of n square means what? X of 0 magnitude square, x of 1 magnitude square, x of 2 magnitude square, that formula. X of 3 magnitude square. So what is the answer? 4 multiply x of 0 magnitude square is 1. This is 0 plus 1. This is a 0. So 4 multiplied 2. The answer is 8. Okay. This type of question should not take time. Answer is 8. Clear? If I do little modification, if x of k is given, same question. Now let x of k is given is 1 minus 2j 0 1 plus 2j. Question is find the summation of n 0 to 3 x of n mod square. Now tell me the answer. Same question. This is one variety x of n given and asking this. This is x of k given, asking left hand side. Now what is the answer? Use the same formula. First, tell me the answer. This is a 30-second question. Yes, what is the answer? Anyone? Anyone say what is the answer from section A and B? Where is the problem? Formula is written already. Everything is given. Still, where is the problem? Huh? Yes.
So minus 3 by 2, sir.
Minus 3 by 2. Okay, we'll verify. See, if you are unable to use the formula also, it's completely waste. Okay. Formula written now 1 by n. 1 by n means 1 by 4. Okay, because capital N equals to 4. Then summation of 0 to 3 x of k square like this. So x of 0 mod square means 1 square. It is 1. 1 minus 2j mod square. 1 minus 2j mod square plus 0 mod square plus 1 plus 2j mod square. Okay. Then what is the answer? That is 1 by 4. It is 1 square 1. 1 minus 2j mod square. 1 square plus 2 square. Okay, it's 5. Plus 0 square, it is 0. Again 1 plus 2j magnitude square. 1 square plus 2 square, it is 5. Okay, because you all people know a plus jb magnitude square equals to a square plus b square. A minus jb magnitude square equals to a square plus b square. Okay, that is 1 by 4 multiply 11. The answer is 11 by 4. not minus 3 by 2. Someone did mistake. Answer is 11 by 4. Simple formula. Okay, this is the formula for Parseval's theorem. Here I given only x of n. In some question we will get two sequences, x1n and x2n. Clear? Okay. Now go to the next. Or I am giving 30-second time, we finish it. Then we'll go to the next. Okay. I'll go to the next topic. Now see, let x of n is given like this. X of n equals to, let something 1, minus 1, 0, 3, 4, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 letters something again, let give anything 5. Okay, let this is my x of n. It is given, this is the question. X of n is a given. I'm taking one random sequence. Okay, like this. Now from this, can you say what is the value of capital X of 0? Simple. X of k equals to summation of n 0 to n minus 1. Okay. X of n e to the minus j 2 pi nk by n. What is my question? X of 0, simple put k equals to 0. The summation of n 0 to 7. X of n e to the power 0 is 1. The summation of n 0 to 7. X of n. The simple add all these things. Okay. 1. Yes or not? Because 0 to 7 x of n means what? X of 0 plus x of 1 plus x of 2 up to your x of 7. So add all the sample value. So 1 minus 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 4 plus minus 2 plus minus 1 plus 5. This is 1 minus 1. It is 0. Then this is 0. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 minus 3, it's 4. 4 plus 5, 9. The answer is 9. Okay. Answer is 9. Okay, now what is the value of this? Summation of k 0 to 7 x of k e to power minus j 2 pi n. It is 5 divided by 8. What is this value? Now, just 1 minute, little change is there. It was j minus 2 pi k multiplied 5 by n. N means 8, control z. Now what is this value?
X of pi.
Of 5.
x of 5, x of 5, we'll check it, huh? See what is the x of n formula. X of n is a 1 by n summation of k 0 to n minus 1 x of k e to power j 2 pi n k by n. Yes or not? This is the x of n formula, but just compare this. Let this the equation a and this is the equation b. Compare this two equation. What we will get? N is 8, same, no change. Okay, 2 pi k, 2 pi k. So instead of n, it is a minus 5 present. Yes or not? Instead of this n, what is present? Minus 5, because it's minus. Okay, minus 5 present. The answer is what? X of minus 5, and since I not given 1 by n, so this n also will go to left hand side. So this is n x of minus 5. Okay, that is equals to n means 8 of minus 5. And you all people know it is periodic with period of capital N. Yes or not? So what I will do? X of minus 5 equals to x of minus 5 plus 8. That is x of 8, x of 3. Okay, that is 8. X of 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is 3. The answer is 24. Answer is 24. This is some tricky question. Okay, you may get in your exam. This is some tricky question. How to find these values? Okay. Clear? Now same way, can you find this value? Same process, summation of k 0 to 7 x of k magnitude square. Yes or not? Parseval's theorem you can use. Yes or not? Use Parseval's theorem to find this value, summation of k 0 to 7 x of k magnitude square. Okay, means here not required to calculate DFT x of k. Directly you know the Parseval's theorem, you can use. Okay, this is some basic question. We will solve some more question in coming class. Okay, now see a simple analysis we will do. All of you clear now, or any doubt? Yes or not in the question? Clear all of you? Yes, section and B.
Yes,
Clear or
sir.
not? It's very simple. What formula I said, just by using that, we will solve some more problem. Don't worry. Next class, I will solve all variety of problem. Okay, and I will start overlap same method. But before that, I will do simple analysis. If x of n is same like DFS, real and even, then what will happen to x of k? You can do this analysis by yourself, not difficult. Then you all people know x of k equals to summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n e to power minus j 2 pi nk by n. Now x of n is real, no problem. So real and even means the same. X of minus n equals to x of n. So we can write summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n. This is your cos of 2 pi nk by n minus j summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n sin of 2 pi nk by n. Now like we did in the discrete Fourier series, see it is real and even. Okay, it's real and even means this is now, see it's even, multiply even, it is even, no problem. But here it is even, multiply sin is an odd function, this is odd. So what will happen? This term becomes 0. Then what you got? X of k equals to summation of n, same like DFS, 0 to n minus 1 x of n cos of 2 pi nk by n. So from here it is clear, since there is no j term, that this is also real, and if you replace k by minus k, simple cos of minus theta equals to cos theta, will get same function, cos of 2 pi nk by n, which are getting same, x of minus k we are getting same x of k, so we can say it is even also. Okay, so what the conclusion? So x of k also it is a real and even, yes or not? It is real and even. Same, it's a very simple analysis what we did in the discrete Fourier series, same way I am doing. Now can you comment if x of n is real and odd, then what will happen?
Imaginary and odd.
Imaginary and odd, yes or not? First you finish this, I am giving 30-second time. You finish, then we will discuss that real and odd part. Okay, now same thing I am writing here. What you got? X of k equals to summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n cos of 2 pi nk by n minus j summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n sin of 2 pi nk by n. Now what is the case? Now x of n is a real and odd. Okay, now it is a real and odd. Real and odd means, see what will happen? This is odd multiply even, means odd, so obviously this part become 0. This is odd multiply odd, that is even, so this part will exist. Now we can write x of k equals to minus j summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n sin of 2 pi nk by n. So j term present, so no doubt it is a imaginary, and then find x of minus k. Okay, now sin is present, sin of minus k is minus sin k, so obviously what will get? It is a j summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n sin of 2 pi nk by n, that is minus x of k, that is your odd, yes or not? So what the conclusion? The conclusion is x of k is odd and imaginary. Yes, this is the conclusion. X of k is odd and imaginary. Now can you do the rest two part by yourself? Yes or not? What is the rest two part? Same, yeah. You try rest two part is x of n is what? Instead of real, it is now imaginary. Yes or not? Imaginary and even, and x of n is a
odd.
Imaginary, same process and odd. So what to do? Simple, instead of x of n, what you will take? Just take jx of n. Yes or not? Because it is imaginary, real part is not present. That's why I am introducing jx of n. Now all the equation, everything is same. Just in place of x of n, you take jx of n, jx of n, and do this analysis. Okay, it is very simple. Just I am giving hint. X of k is equals to summation of n 0 to n minus 1. Now you take jx of n, jx of n e to power minus j 2 pi nk by n. Same if you do, it is summation of n 0 to n minus 1. It is j x of n cos 2 pi nk by n. Then j and minus j become plus 1 plus summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n sine of 2 pi nk by. Now it is very simple because x of n is imaginary and even. Yes or not? Imaginary and even means simple say it is imaginary and even. This is even multiply even, this part will exist, and this is even multiply odd, this part will be vanish. Okay, the simple x of k equals to j summation of n 0 to n minus 1 x of n cos 2 pi nk by n. So no doubt j term is there, so we will get imaginary, and cos term is there, we will get even, no problem. It is imaginary and even. Last part you do by yourself, homework. Last part is x of n is imaginary and odd. Just to verify what is coming. Okay, clear all of you? Yes or not? This is I'm going little quick because already I did. Already in discrete four series I explained all this thing. That's why I'm not taking much time. Same analysis, na? Just formula only change. Okay. So today what will people learn? We started with the linear convolution using circular convolution. You people know, okay, how to do. Just a two step you have to follow. First, make length of both sequence equals to length of convolution. That is the linear convolution. Then perform circular convolution. Okay, this is the process to do linear convolution using circular convolution. After that, just we discuss one example. Two sequence we taken and we make both sequence length equals to length of this linear convolution. After that, we perform. This is a circular convolution. Yes or not? We perform. This is a circular convolution. To get and we verify also by using direct method of linear convolution. Okay, so both are same. Now after that we discuss circular convolution property, that is DFT of circular convolution between two sequences equals to multiplication of individual DFT. The proof also I given, it is very simple. After that we did one simple problem based on this property, direct problem. After that we discuss multiplication property, means multiplication in time domain because becomes circular convolution in frequency domain. That's just opposite of your circular convolution property. The proof also is given. Homework hint I given. Simple replace x1n by its inverse formula and proceed. Exchange of summation, you will get answer automatic. Then we did one simple problem based on this property. I given x1k and x2k. Simple. We did circular convolution between these two and divided by this capital N to get our answer. After that we discuss one important property, that is your Parseval's theorem. Okay, it's very important for problem point of view. Clear? After that I given this proof. It is also very simple. You can do it by yourself. The second one already did, not required to do. Then after that we discuss a very small problem using Parseval's theorem. Then after that we discuss a simple example by basic. We will discuss more problem in the next class, don't worry. Okay, and at the end we did the analysis. What will happen to DFT of a sequence if the sequence is real and even, and if the sequence is real and odd, and if the sequence is imaginary and even, and finally the sequence is imaginary odd. I've left for you people to do the analysis by yourself. Okay, next class we will discuss some problem related to DFT, and if time permit we will go for a new topic, that is your overlap save method and overlap add method. Okay, and see, again I'm repeating again this video. I will upload this in YouTube. Please, if you written everything very neat and cleanly, don't waste your time. Otherwise, my sincere suggestion to you people, once go through that video lecture, see the video lecture, clarify your doubt. Anything is there, you reach me, you contact me anytime, no problem. But maintain your class note. That is very important, because it is a 10 mark. It's just not a time pass. It is a 10 mark. Assignment is completely 10 mark. Okay. Uh, Madam, we'll stop here. Seventh line, madam. Hello, madam. Okay, I think some problem is there. No problem. Clear all of you, student? Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if any query, just go through the video lecture. Every day I will not upload this link in the GLearn because I found the problem already explained for section C and D. After 3-4 days or 7 days, it's deleting automatic. So many people will face trouble. That is the reason I will upload all this for this semester in the YouTube, so that if people after the class, you just I will send the link to both CR of your section. They will share with you people. Don't be lazy. Just once go through the video lecture, maintain the class note. After that, just you keep it with you. When I will ask to upload, if people will upload, and anything, any doubt is coming, feel free to ask me. No problem. You can call me anytime. I given time to people up to night 10 o'clock. You can call me. It's not a problem for me. But as a good student, better try to call in between maximum 6 to 7 of evening. Okay. But you are free. Don't feel. You can, if any emergency is there, you can call me at night 10, 11 also. No problem. I will leave up to night 12 o'clock. I woke up every day. Means no problem. But if any emergency, then only call me night. Otherwise, try to call before 6 or 7. Okay. Thank you all of you. We'll meet again in the next class with some new topic and example. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Thank you, madam. Some problem. Hello, madam. Okay. Thank you, madam. Actually, I called. I think some problem was there from your side.
But you were not able to hear me? You
Now
paused
it's
the-
here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. We'll end this meeting.